Hi, my name is Joey Tapaway. I work for West Bath Finance Commercial in Cape Dorset. I work as assistant studio manager, work with Jordan McQuaid. And here right now we're at the cultural center, Kenojuah Cultural Center, and we're in a little showroom. Right now, what you see on my background over here is the Enchanted Owl, very famous print, and it was one of the first prints that was printed back in 1960, and this is proof number one. And this was in Boddington auction sales. It went for $216,000, or somewhere maybe even over than that. So this is very famous print, and there's a gallery opening in Winnipeg called Kenojuah, and this image is on the top of the building also. So it's very famous print. And right now we have here few carvings around the little showroom, and these are our permanent collections. And this one here is done by late Luke Hitchik, who was one of the first print stone cutters back in the 1950s, and he's a well-known carver, sculptor, and he was born back in 1928 and died in 2004. So again, all these pieces that you see on this floor is part permanent collection, and about 90% of the people who have art here are deceased now, but some are still alive. But these are our permanent collection. Right here, the one that you see is an owl, and two owls on top of that. This is a man with a walrus, and this is the replica of original carving. This is brass that you have, what you see at this moment. And this one is kind of interesting piece, because I used to own this a long time ago when I was younger. I had a friend named Aula Pudler, who was also my uncle, and he was a graphic artist. And the bottom base is done by who was also an artist. So this piece was done by two people. The walrus was done by Aula Pullet, and the carving base was done by Those are both now deceased. This is Hullik by Agnako Asiba. Agnako was a son of Kenojuah Asiba, adopted son. And this is made out of marble. And marble comes from a place called Andrew Gordon Bay. In our industry, it's called Inuit, and it's about 18-20 miles southeast. And they quarry it anytime of the day they want. And the piece just above it is also done by Agnako Asiba. Lithography. This one is a caribou woman. Salmon caribou, and she's trying to turn back into human. That's what they say.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is spectacular.
This is done by Komakuru Sagiak, and he now lives in Ottawa in the Eldest Center. I believe he lived in moved back to Waken Bay or Kenojuah back in the 1990s, and he's a very well known. He went to Expo 67 with his carving and was an artist back in 1967, I believe. So he's a well known artist and one of the Canadian Expo men.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
That's beautiful.
This one, can you tell us a bit about this one?
Oh yeah, this is done by Davy Achera. He's a very well known artist, and he was more known for his realistic carvings. He was very good with his skills and making details on his carvings. So he's a well known, and caribou. His dancing polar bears were very, but his images and figures were very good. Plus, he was also a graphic artist. Yeah. Karami Napurugu Muscot. Karami Napurugu is a very well-known artist. He's one of the co-founders of West Bath Eskimo Club, one of the first board members of West Bath Eskimo Club back in 1958-59. So he's one of the he's one of the guys who started the corp back then. So he's a very well-known graphic artist. All his prints were printed in stone cut with lino cut and etching and lithography. So all his works were very famous.
Thank you so much for the tour and for all the information.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody. Hope to see you at the West Baffin Eskimo Corp in the future.